I just been assaulted. Oh my God, what's wrong, ma'am? What happened? I was minding my business in a world where black women can't even do that. And a black man asked me for my number. And when I told him no, his anger came up and he hit me with a brick aggressively. He didn't cut the skin or break no bones, but he hit me, man. Oh my God. Here, take everything in my pocket. Hold on. Here, I got some more. My pockets are extra deep for people like you who are real victims of senseless violence. Here you go. Is that enough? Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna get a BBL. This is like 60 grand. Yes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, hold on, y'all. Something fishy about this. She got hit with a brick aggressively and she ain't got no gashes, broken bones, or blunt force trauma. And then she got a history of domestic violence and scamming. Let's look into this just a little bit more. I'll just say you fucking hate black women and get it over with. I'm just trying to help. We don't need your fucking help. Shit. Now, miss, are you good? Damn, wait, where'd she go? Oh, yeah, Houston Police Department. We're actually here to question you about the lady that you donated money to because we're looking for her for fraud. What you mean fraud? She really got assaulted, right? Well, kinda. She was arguing with a guy friend of hers where she then assaulted him first and he assaulted her back. And in Texas, we call that a self-defense fight. Wait, so she wasn't an innocent black woman minding her business, victim of a black man's fragile ego and inability to take rejection? Because I really want to believe that. And did she not get hit with a brick aggressively? No, ma'am. She just worded that story like that and pushed that narrative because she knew that would be the one to go viral and pull at the emotions of enough people to get them all to dig deeper into their pockets to make the GoFundMe more profitable. She just played off of the emotions of people. Well, I still believe her. And we still looking for her. So if you find her, call Houston PD. Hey, before you go, can you apologize to the black men who actually do support black women but still got crucified for going against the narrative? Never!
What it do? This is your brother Bishop of Bishop's on TV, and today I gotta talk about the brick lady. We gotta talk about the brick lady because this right here, wow. M. Night Shyamalan couldn't come up with a better twist. He couldn't come up with a better twist. This incident caused a massive gender war amongst the black community, unfortunately, at least in the social media atmosphere. You know, this incident took place last year. And man, I mean, black men were getting it left and right. If you question this story about this woman accusing a man of throwing a brick at her because she refused to give him her number, if you question if this happened, you were labeled misogynist, you were labeled a sexist, people said you hated women, that you could be gay, just all the foul things you could think of just straight disrespecting a man, a black man. There were think pieces, articles written about black men in defense of this woman's false story. But what I love about this situation is that she exposed a lot about a significant amount of black women in our community. I'm not saying all black women. This is not a video bashing black women. I just want to make this clear because I was hesitant to even make this video because I don't want to add to these gender wars that's going on in our community. I feel like that's problematic. That's not solution based. It's just a lot of pointing fingers back and forth. And it's counterproductive. It's actually alarming to the progression, to the betterment of our community, because black men and women need to communicate effectively with one another without pointing fingers so we can progress the community moving forward. That's just how I see it. Nobody's right or wrong in this situation. We all have legitimate concerns, legitimate complaints about the opposite sex, black women and black men. But nobody's at fault. On an individual basis, sure, yeah. But when we're talking about generalizing genders based off a few incidents we had in our own secluded lives, I don't like to generalize that. I don't like to project on black women in general based off my few bad choices that I had with a few black women in my past life. You see what I'm saying? And by the way, not all my exes were at fault. Not all of them were wrong. Okay. And even I can hold myself accountable for just my immaturity and all that good stuff. But this is not a confession. This is about the brick lady and the impact that it had on social media. Because goddamn, I mean, it was whew. Man, if you were there, and I got the receipts of so many black women and their allies attacking cisgender, because that's what they call us, cisgender black men. You know, I was going back and forth with this one sister who had this ridiculous rule on dating a man. She said, I'm going to ask a man on a first date if he believes the brick lady. If he says he doesn't believe her, even if he questions her story, then she's going to automatically dump him. She won't go on a second date with him. This is what this woman said. If a man questions this woman's story, then he is obviously a misogynist, and he basically hates women. He hates the very existence of black women. It needs to be eradicated. This is the type of insanity, delusions that is going on in the minds of a significant amount of black women. This is you know, I like I said, I love it. Because you won't see these scores of women come out and say, I apologize to black men. I apologize for jumping the gun. Because I guarantee you, in their minds, they probably think, oh, this is wrong. The police, this is another example of police being against black women. We should never trust the police. Why should we trust the police? They're known for lying on black people. This is what they're going to say. Even when there's video footage out now where she's attacking black women and victimizing herself. This woman is mentally insane. And she needs to be locked up. Yeah, I said it. She needs to be somewhere in an institution where they can mentally evaluate what the fuck is wrong with her. She doesn't need to be on these streets. She doesn't need to be out in public around people because she is a danger to people. She's a danger to black men. She dehumanized black men. And y'all fell for that shit. Y'all aided in that shit. There's really no difference between her and the birth of a nation. It's pretty much the same thing. Y'all bought into the whole topic. So y'all, I mean, goddamn. Like, come on, sisters, let's keep it real. I'm talking about the black women who hated on black men in defense of her. Y'all might as well go watch Color Purple and Birth of a Nation together, back to back, and have yourselves a yes powwow. You know, have yourselves a yes niggas ain't shit powwow. Seriously. It's the equivalent to Birth of a Nation. How you bastardize black men. How you drag black men. She exposed y'all. She exposed y'all's ignorance. She exposed y'all hatred. She preyed on that and got money out of y'all. Yeah, and like I said, no, I don't think not one of them. It'll be a small select group who will actually apologize. And it's not just about an apology, but you need to really look at yourselves, black women. And I'm talking about the black women again. This is not aimed at all black women, but black women who have this hatred towards black men. You need to start looking at yourself, holding yourself accountable, and reanalyzing how you view not only black men, but how you view yourself. Because you can say, well, my heart was in the right place, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't. Because you defended her due to your bias against black men. Like, it was rooted in what? Hatred. Like, say it with me. Say it with me. I hate black men. Say it. I hate black men. If you can say that, you can proclaim that, then what makes you any different than a white supremacist? What makes you any different? Because white supremacists, I'm talking about white people who proudly identify as white supremacists or even white separatists. They will probably tell you, I hate black people. Now they say, I hate black women, but they also definitely hate black men. What makes y'all any different? Oh, I'm different because what? Because you're black? It's a mentality. It's deeper than skin color. It's a mentality. And she exposed that. Like I said, that's the beauty of it all, is that she preyed on y'all's hatred towards black men, and it worked. And unfortunately, there won't be a lot of apologies towards black men. It'll just be some goalpost moving, some scapegoating, and gaslighting. You know, I know y'all love to use that word gaslighting. Well, there's going to definitely be some gaslighting in this situation here. But, hey, shouts out to the Houston Police Department. You're finally doing something right. I hope this woman gets all the help she needs away from the public. Because this woman right here, she does not belong in a public setting. She does not belong in a public space. And you see what I did? I didn't dehumanize black women. I'm talking about this individual. So with that said, let me know what y'all think. You still believe her? If so, go jump in a pool of acid and twirl around with some razor blades in your ass cheeks. Until next time, holla.
Alaikum. Rhoda here to remind you that every time you lie to somebody, you're taking away their choice. You're taking away the ability for them to make a decision that's good for themselves. And that's why I always lie to the people of the global minority and men.